Uh-oh, you're wearing a mask again.
Well, Taylor's got COVID.
Yeah, well. That was last Friday, Saturday she came down with it. We haven't seen her since then, so.
Have you met my wife, the food police and nurse?
Oh, wait, I've never met your wife, so. That's what it's like, huh?
Yeah, she just said, you better wear a mask tonight.
Well, if that's what she wants you to protect her, and
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
mine.
How many people do we think?
It's off. You just turned it off.
Good.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So you do football practice?
Today. Yep, I got a girlfriend that's picking Jacob up because it's from 4 to 7:30 this.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you do 2 days?
Just, no, they do one a day, but it's
I was
for
going to send our
3.5 hours.
to another township.
They have a break in between, so I had to send him the snacks. Because I'm like, I don't need your sugar level plummeting. You know, so. He's got snacks to eat in between the practices, but, yep. All high school sports basically started today.
You know, I was in education for a lot of years. Tired. All the stuff at school starts.
I understand that, but it's quite a ways to
All the
drive.
teams are doing marching bands practice.
Yeah.
When I added it all up, 87% of the schools were involved in marching band sports.
Because you got cross country, you got.
Where's the other 15%?
Oh, parents don't have to do anything. They just are not into physical activity. Thank you.
No.
Yep.
Even if it's going to cost you something.
No, I mean, no, it's good she called. Yeah, she went away.
It's when we did it on the phone, it was gonna be upward. 50.
So I got to have a mom help him pick Jacob and I'll take him home tonight after practice.
It is a team sport, in this case, we have to coach all these activities.
I know. Yeah.
I showered, yes, I did. Thank you.
And we'll say down where you go, or down here.
No, 3 precincts.
I've offered 2 penny, nobody will take me up on it.
Okay.
Okay, looks like we're on time. The meeting will now be called to order. It's the special board meeting for, it looks like, if those of you who are following an agenda, hang on, board rules of order. It's been called to order, but you're agreed, so. You will call now.
Ms. Howe?
Here.
Ms. Butler-Chandler here. Ms. Wilson?
Here.
Mr. Benzi?
Here,
Mr. Felix Bliss?
Here.
Ms. Kellerman?
Here.
Mr. Rosecrans?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll do a civil reflection, pledge of allegiance, and then a moment of silence, if you would please. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Very nice to see an audience for this one. This is good. I'm going to follow the agenda. All right, we have approval of the agenda.
I move we approve the agenda as printed.
Second.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Benzi?
Yes.
Ms. Kellerman?
Yes.
Mr. Funes Bliss?
Yes.
Mr. Rosecrans?
Yes.
Ms. Butler Challenger, yes. Ms. Howe?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, item 4, for those that are following, is the disclosure of a conflict of interest. Is there any? Doesn't seem to be, so there's none. Public statements. And this one, start your clock. This one concerns the current agenda items. Doesn't appear to be any takers. Okay. 6, new business, items for introduction and discussion, and items for action, there seem to be none. And we have items for action, which is the board meeting rules of order. We would be item 6, new business, B, which is. No, I
No,
asked the
she
public.
asked. She asked. me.
No, I asked, we already
Mixed
passed it, so
No.
you have to get to
You're fast. Yeah.
Rick. We'll wait until public 2.
I'm sorry?
She's already passed.
Your public, we went past it. We're now on new business, but we have public statements after we get done discussing items for the board rules. Thank you. All right, just for me to recap, for those who have, if you have your minutes with you, and you guys please jump in if there's an issue with it. We okayed the regular scheduled meeting. Well, first we okayed the authority, and everyone seemed to be okay with 2.1. Now the 2.2, I asked for 4 members as opposed to 2. Does that ring? Okay. The place of meeting, and let's see, we've got that, so we're okay. Online remote meeting, 2.4. I said that was good. Does that sound right?
I said, I wrote down here, gonna insert the
Okay.
policy for our electronic meetings, because there's already a policy in place for
Right,
that.
there is. And that, I was going to say, should be part of an appendix or
An attachment,
an
yes.
attachment. So we've got it. Okay. And there was also a change in that one, but we'll look at that at another time when we're working on these. Okay. 2.5, time of the meeting. That was,
No changes.
I didn't see any changes for that one. Does that sound right? Okay. So that's okay. Change in the schedule, 2.6, that was okay? Okay. Oh, this is moving much faster. Public notice of your meetings, your regular meetings, 3.1. Does that seem
I have no changes.
okay? Because I think we got down a little
We're
further.
down to 4
Yeah.
quorum.
The schedule changes, that was okay. The emergency meetings, 3.3, for those that are following, I think that was okay.
We were going to
And
add
the
that word,
notify of
Marie.
the meeting,
Marie,
Oh, wait.
where it says the,
Marie. We were
Yes.
going to add that word you wanted to add into 3.3? The
okay,
word serving after members.
Members are serving members or something you had written. I had
if
written.
the board shall, okay, help me out here. If the board serving?
An emergency meeting shall be held only upon the
Right.
consent of 2/3 of the
I
members
thought
serving,
so.
and only if a delay.
Who else? Well, that's okay, if that makes you feel better.
That was actually
works.
your request, Marie.
I doubt that, but that's okay, we'll put it in,
Okay.
members serving, because I don't know who else would
It
be
makes sense.
if you weren't serving.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, that's, whatever. Okay. This is where we had a discussion, 3.4. But as I read it and was understanding what was being discussed, if you feel compelled to delete this paragraph, 3.5, as far as I'm concerned. So does that seem
I
'Cause I
wrote
was
to
the one that
remove
was-
the whole paragraph.
Yep, and that was, because these are all suggestions,
Right.
but I was the one that was a holdout on that one. Okay, your quorum, it states that therefore, which is 4, and it also says the 4 township board members shall constitute a minimum quorum. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go, we're gonna start with the stuff.
Got a question.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I watched the video back. You were, your intention was to remove 3.4? The whole thing?
these are suggestions, yes.
Okay, I'll write suggested.
Yeah.
Thank you.
These are, everything that we're doing is suggestions. Okay, 5 says the regular meeting agenda. Now, in the suggestion that the supervisor had, she was eliminating that word, the word being consultation. Now, the history with that, just so we're all on the same page, history with that is that was put in by one of our former trustees when you were changing from supervisor to superintendent on a number of other things. And he put in consultation. Now, apparently, that needs to be, or is suggested to be taken out. I would argue with that, but
I would too. I think
is
that
there a
should
question?
be.
All right, so we're gonna leave it in.
Well, I got a question. Why?
Nope, go ahead.
Why, I mean, it hasn't been done
That's
with,
correct.
this superintendent hasn't been done with the previous superintendents.
No, it wasn't in for the previous.
Oh, okay,
Before, it would said the supervisor sets the agenda, period.
okay.
Then it was changed.
Do we know when it was changed? Back, when
yeah.
these were taken effect, back
In
in,
fact, I should bring that up. Thank you very much.
when were they changed? Yeah.
That, I have a list of, these items were never put in with regards to the history of our board rules, starting with the creation June 1st of 2009. That was never put in, and it was effective June 15th of '09. So when you look at your meetings, it'll tell you that it was adopted on March 4th. Actually, that's not true. So I guess one of my suggestions, and this is, take it for what it's worth, a suggestion is to make sure that when we see our rules, that all of these are brought in. I think there are, 7 amendments? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about 7 times it's been amended. And so that can be brought in, and when it was created, and when it was effective. So if you do the effective date, it would be June 15th of 2009. So those are things that you need to look at. So that's a suggestion that that be included.
That
Oh,
2009,
2009.
when did you come on the board?
Oh, I was in 2020, don't worry about
Yeah.
me. That's right, these rules were here
Then
long before
You said
me.
this stuff here,
And most of that information came off of this list here.
can we have a copy of this?
Sure, I can make copies for it. I'll
I
put
think
your
this,
name on it.
that was in the
Oh, I think,
last
I was gonna say,
packet.
it was in the last packet, it should
The
have been in
last-
this
oh, it's in
packet.
this one, all right.
It should
Yeah,
be
it was
this
in the
one,
last packet for
so
this
that you've got it, you can check it out. So anyway, that's my sorry about that, because I'm backtracking. All right, we are still on consultation. Okay. For me, I'm leaving it. What's any other suggestions?
Leave it.
Okay, we'll move on then, so we'll say that's okay.
Right. If you're looking for folks to say they support taking it out, I do.
No, I understand that, okay, but I understand that, but this is all suggestions right
No,
now.
I know,
Okay.
you, I just didn't want you to
I'll
move
put-
past it.
Of course you did, because you, yes, okay. Ryan wants it removed. Anybody else?
Well,
Okay.
I